So I'm going to follow up to my video of Wall Street Forex Robot. Again, I hate that word robot. And, you know, I'm going to make it clear again. I had a comment. Someone made a comment on my YouTube. You jerk. You're not even trading it live. I said I wasn't. I don't know what the problem was there. Again, I don't trade these kind of things. I don't have to. Right? That's not how I trade. I have never traded these things, ever. But when people are asking me questions about them, I'm going to answer them. I'm going to give it to you straight from my experience trading. Okay? It's that simple. I swing trade and I position trade both currencies, commodities. All right? That's how I trade. But anyways, enough of that. And I got one more thing. There's a reason why a lot of traders fail. And some of the comments I get are unbelievable. If you people are looking for something that's a quick winning percentage and fast wins and instant gratification, it is not going to happen in trading. Go do something else, because trading is it's easy. No, that's the wrong word. Trading is simple, but it's not easy, and it's not easy for a lot of reasons. Our biases, people take losses, they freak out, greed, fear of loss. The greed where you're up a little bit of money and you take your profits, but you let your losers run. That's what people do. You know, the saying is, let your profits run, cut your losers short. Traders do the opposite. Anyways, I figured out how to do the back testing with Metatrader. I don't use Metatrader. But let's take a look. So this is my live account. Now, this is actually the back test. So this is not a real $10,000 here, but I ran it on my live account when I trade through Oanda for my spot market. Other things are done in futures, but I like to swing trade the currencies through the spot market. This is for the entire year 2016. It's a 15-minute chart, as it says to do in the PDF, using the pound US. I kept everything the same except for I put a standard 2-pip spread. I also changed auto money management to 2%. If that is set to 0, it uses fixed lots. Another thing, I cannot tell you if these numbers are skewed to the upside or downside through news releases. In the expert advisor, it has standing aside before news and after news. And obviously for these, I didn't do it. I'm not going to go piece by piece and find out where the news releases are. So just keep that in mind. Okay. So our gross profit was $7,000, lost 25 and change. Our total net profit was 44. This is the important number for basically any trading system. When I get traders asking what's the win rate of something, if that's all you're concerned about, you're on the wrong track already. So that's not a bad profit factor at all. For every buck risked, you make $274. Largest trade in profit was $148. Largest losing trade, $219. Average profit trade, $29. Loss is $65. You're probably thinking that's not a very big average. And you got to remember, we are using a 2% risk on a $10,000 fake account. And I'm going to show you something, and this is very, very telling of why most traders give up, why most traders end their trading career short-lived with really a bad taste in their mouth. So the account starts with $10,000. The first trade is a loss of $154, so already you're underwater. Okay, so when traders see this and it's below their $10,000 initial investment in their trading account, and it's all down, and it's not until here they start busting up, traders have already quit. They've already packed it in. And they're not around for the big run in their equity curve up to this level here. They're not ready for it. They're not there for it. They took their loss down here, quit, rubber stamped it a scam, didn't sit through and see this happen. Okay, I'm not saying that this is going to happen in your real account. I'm not going to say this is going to happen if you use all the settings and you sit aside during news. I'm not saying that at all. But it doesn't matter what strategy you're trading or system, quote unquote system. This is a normal looking equity curve. This is what you should be expecting. But this is what traders do, and they'll get this peak here, they'll lose. They'll still be under they'll lose. And then they'll bail out, and then price breaks out. This is what traders do. And then you get these small wins, and then you got these big loss of 161 way down here. So the trader sees this, they're up $157 in their account. This takes them below their 10,000. They freak out. They pack it all in, they quit, and then they miss, I can't go all the way to the bottom here, these bigger numbers. That's very common, and I'll be honest with you, from the comments that I get, that's something else. You have a more streamlined version of the advisor that you can use for a back test. I did it once on this one here. I didn't see any difference in speed, so I just used the expert advisor you'd be using if you were trading. And this is for the first 6 months of the year. Everything else is the same. I didn't change anything else. Just the profit factor. I'm sorry, the spread and the where is it? The money management of 2%. I can't find it there. Anyways, we're looking at a gross loss of 1,000, gross profit of 16, total net of under $600. Profit factor's changed, right? Profit factor has changed. So it's still a decent. You're still making the money on it. Okay. What are we looking at here? Largest profit 84, largest loss 168. Average trade win 22, average loss 39. Now, keep in mind you can change the take profit targets. Okay, if you like. And these average losses, the losses are bigger than the wins. I have a problem with that. But also keep in mind, when I'm trading these, when I trade, I use a volatility stop. I use an ATR stop. So my stops are larger anyways. Most traders are undercapitalized, so they use a tight stop so they can increase their position size, and they get popped out on normal market volatility. So I don't mind having wider stops, but I'm sure a lot of traders will, or wannabe traders. Again, when you start off, your first loss is 165, and already traders are already freaked out. Look at this. This is 9945. They're all these trades, and they're below their initial capital. What have they done? They've quit. They've rubber stamped it as a scam and walked away. I had a guy in the comments write down, all he did was lose with it. Well, the back tests are promising. I don't know what you did, and I really don't care what you did. But if you leave the settings as I did here, for the back test, this is how it looks. How it looks in real, I don't know. How long they stuck it out for, I don't know. If they're like most traders, they bailed and they missed the better runs. That's very, very common. Euro US dollar. Here we go. This is for 2016, the entire year. The same settings as I did for the pound US. Okay, there you go, right there. Let's see what we got. Profit factor 195. That's not bad. Can live with that. Can live with this, absolutely. Largest profit trade 63, loss 178. Average profit 18 bucks. I don't like that. I don't like the average loss is bigger than the average profit. And a lot of, I think, what happens with these expert advisors and these quote unquote robots is they'll keep a wide stop because they have to, right? They have to do that. This equity curve's a bit uglier, but again, it's that's how trading is, right? You start off, how did we start off? The first couple of trades, well, small losses and then some small wins, right? So already you're above, in your second trade, you're already made some money. And then it drops down. This loss here, no, actually, it's not too bad. It's not until your $77 loss that you drop down to 99.65. So in this area right here. And again, traders have already, I say traders, but I don't mean traders. I just mean tire kickers, maybe. I don't know. They missed this breakout, and I'm sure some traders packed it in there, probably packed it in here when they were below this peak. New equity high here, and we're starting to run up there. How this is going to end up the year, I couldn't tell you. But again, like I said, I didn't sit aside during news. News could make all the difference with this. I don't know. I couldn't see it. Maybe it does for this, largest profit trade. If the news was making a big difference with profits, I would tend to see the average trade bigger than this. Same with the for this year. I would if the average profit, if news releases were skewing the profits to a great extent, I would expect to see this higher. And let's look at the Euro US dollar for the rest of the year. For the first half of this year. Right here. Again, everything else is the same. Profit factor is a wild 540. That's unrealistic that's going to hold. I doubt it will. Not bad there either. Largest profit 42. I prefer the average. Look at this. Ow. A lot of traders are going to look at that and go, that's horrible. But the profit factor is the best thing, and the equity curve. This is this is generally what traders think is going to happen when they get into trading. This is going to skyrocket like this one pretty much did. A lot of these is more reasonable, but new equity high right there, and you started off with wins, and they're not a whole lot of dollars, right? And a smaller loss here. It's the bigger losses that bother me with this. I'm sure you can change a few things regards to that. I think there is a setting for that. They also have one called recovery mode, which I haven't tested, and I'm not sure exactly how that works. I think it's how to if the trade's in drawdown. Anyways, pick it up and run your own back testings. I'll do some more. If you've got any ones you want me to take a look at, or just put a comment in. If I'm using a different pair, like an Aussie yen, I think I have to tweak a little something here. I think it says so in the PDF. Where's that PDF? Let me see. If I'm using that, do I have to change anything? I'll have to peek through this and see how that works. Sorry if this is going too fast for you. But anyways, yeah, I know some people probably have had some bad success, but I don't know if it's you quitting or it's the actual strategy. I don't know. It's not really a strategy. If it's the system itself, I don't know. But these numbers, just on a superficial look, looks promising if you can handle winning a $15 trade and then losing a $32 trade. And how's that going to do on your mind, keeping this stuff in mind. I don't recommend anyone trade, period. And if you do, you take it on yourself. But like I said, these are backtest results. How it happens in the live market when news is flying and brokers are changing their pip spreads. Couldn't tell you. Anyways, if you want to download it, click below, grab it, and do your own testing. And let me know how it goes, actually.